trespass on the scout property. It shows all kinds of signs. I don't know what happens, it was sold to an environmental group, and they're supposed to turn it over to the state, which is just great. It'll be interesting to see what the state does with it. Maybe we'll establish a few more campsites, but there's a lot of buildings and infrastructure back in here. And, I wonder what they're going to do with it. I wonder if they're going to build it all up, tear it down, utilize it. More wind, but we're still not exposed to the lake yet. We're still not getting down the river. You can really see the forest floor, because the trees haven't leafed out yet, for the most part. We're coming up to where you can see infrastructure of the scout camp. I'm going to go around the bend up here, point, and then you're a little bit of paddling and you'll be able to see it. I have a feeling I'm going to be sore tonight. I did not do much of any conditioning in the off-season. That's going to have to change. Classic Adirondack group, white pine trees, pine needle forest floor. You look at that and you just want to camp there. And postal sign. and just short 2 inches. More wind here. It's windy out there. I don't feel when the lake is windy. Must be 20 or more canoes there. What are we going to do with all those? This November I went to Hitchens Pond. That was impressive. Actually got snow. And then it was closed at least a year with lower dam construction. It's probably 2 years since I've been up this far, which is ridiculous because I usually come multiple times every year, but not in the summer. Usually early spring and fall. So we're getting close to where we'll get a view up the lake. I come around this point and be able to see really proper. And then we're going to look for 13. We're going to land there and then see if we can fix this seat. And we'll check out the campsite. See if it's suitable for Canoe-Camping. And then we'll head to 18. Keep our fingers crossed. Breeze. Stumps sticking up. Iconic roads in the Bog River. Point up ahead, left. That's where we're going to swing in there. We'll look at 13. Yeah, I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. There's a point up ahead on the right. I remember one time, I don't recall what season it was. Maybe it was summer, I don't know. But I was paddling out, so I was coming the opposite direction we're going now, and there was a thunderstorm warnings. And sure enough, there was a thunderstorm, and I could see it down the lake. And it was coming, and the wind was blowing, it was like bending the tops of the trees. The wind was ahead of it. But I could see the wall of rain coming. So I paddled like crazy. And got to that point, swung around this side of the point, pulled my canoe up, and basically pulled my tarp out. I had my rain gear on, but pulled the tarp out, covered myself, and the storm blew in, and it like poured rain, there was thunder and lightning, and I'm basically laying on the ground under this tarp, or actually I was sitting under the tarp in like a clearing between the trees, which wouldn't have made any difference because if there was a lightning strike there, it would fall the roots. But basically got rained on, poured rain for a few minutes, and then the storm blew by. And then I continued to paddle out. But I just made it by like a minute or two. Just enough time to pull the canoe up, get it secured. And luckily I had the tarp easily accessible, which is not the case now. And I was able to pull it out and cover myself up. Literally weather the storm. That was crazy. Some memories of this place. Another time, I remember it was November, probably late 80s. It wasn't long after this opened up to the public, so whenever that was, it was probably either the first year or the second year that it was open to the public. I camped at Grass Pond at 31, and I was camped there for a while. It was like Thanksgiving because I was still teaching, and it snowed that night. And when I got up, there were a couple inches of snow. Meal prep. So basically, for me, the meals are just okay. I feel full, and I have energy. And then for some reason, I eat less when I'm out on these trips, even though for the most part I'm exercising all the time. I mean, I do spend days in camp. I don't move every day. I basically base camp and day paddle and go out and take pictures and shoot video and stuff like that. Do field recordings. But for the most part I'm moving around. And active in camp, you know, you gotta process firewood and all that stuff. But it's not, I just don't eat that much. So, and it's been like that for many years. In fact, you know, I never remember really doing elaborate meals on a consistent basis. And the other thing is, then there's a lot of cleanup. I like these kind of one-pot meals, eat and serve. I don't like backpacking freeze-dried meals. Those I only do backpacking. And even then, now that I have a dehydrator, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Use those. I've got a few that I need to use. Had them expired. I think once those are done, I'm not going to buy them. I just dehydrate my own meals. Now on this trip, I'm just taking supermarket prepared meals you buy in the supermarket, like cooked pasta and cooked rice dishes, that sort of thing. Indian dishes, just heat and serve. But I do have the dehydrator, so I'm going to be. One of the things I want to do this summer is I picked out the recipes. I actually get them from the New York Times cooking, and I want to make them. I picked ones that I think would be good for dehydration. And I would dehydrate them, cook them, and then dehydrate them. And that'll be the rest of my meals. So probably this trip and one more trip I have supermarket stuff that I can finish. But then after that I'm going to dehydrate them. This is interesting. There's an Eskimo over here on the left. And there's postage stamps in there. I never remember that. All the times I've come here, I never remember. There's a lot of postage stamps. I don't remember seeing that. But I guess because the place gets used so much, all the private land has to be signed. Or people just, for the most part, maybe somebody was camping up there sometime. It's probably nice up top. But maybe somebody was up there and it made it necessary to actually post it. This is, for me, this is one of the premier paddling places in the Adirondacks. Because you get river, and you got the lake, and there's a whole bunch of trails that go off of Lowe's Lake. So you can spend a lot of time just going on day paddles around the lake. There's a big floating bog in the middle of it, which is great. You can go all the way around it. It's great to just do that. There's a lot of campsites. Most of them are spread out. 20 and 21 are close to each other. And then I think 27 and 28 are fairly close to each other. But most of the other ones are spread out. If you camp in Grass Pond, it's not very early or very late in the season, you're going to get other people camp there. And it's like a big bowl, and it's beautiful. But if you got noisy neighbors, you're going to be hearing it. For me, 18 is the best site in bug season because it's at the eastern end of the lake. It's got western exposure. Most of the breeze and wind comes from the west. So in bug season, it really helps keep the bugs off of it. And of course, the storms come from the west too. So I've been camped there and watch storms just come down the lake. You can see like a sheet of rain, a wall of rain just coming down the lake and blowing down. So you are a bit exposed. I mean, bug season, it's probably worth it. In the summer, the thunderstorms and all that, I guess maybe twice, just because some of them can be really bad. But it's a nice season. And it was snowing. It was like a blizzard. And so I had to paddle out, but the lake was so rough, I had to hop between the bays on the north shore, carry over little spits of land, paddle a bay, carry over another one, to get back to this end of the lake and then paddle out. I paddled all the way out in a snowstorm. I mean, it was okay with the canoe because it had a spray cover, and you know, I had warm wool clothing and everything, so I was never in danger of like hypothermia or anything, but it was wild paddling. So that's another unique memory of this place. That's one of the islands straight up ahead. These are the ones you, one of the ones, I don't know if that's frying pan. I don't know, you have to look at the map, but anyway, you can't camp on it in the summer because of the scouts, and maybe that all changes now, because there's no more scout camp. So maybe you can camp on it all the time. And I think that's the same thing with Boone's Landing and Virgin Timber Landing. Those landings you need a permit in the summer because I think scouts use them sometimes. So now I don't know what the story's going to be about. What a beautiful day. There's more, definitely more, we're going to hit more wind up here. So it's been nice and calm. That's going to change. So there'll be no more talking for a while because you're not going to be able to hear anything. And when I edit the video, the upcoming section here, probably going to have to take out the audio because all you're going to hear is a bunch of wind noise. This may be between the logs there. And look and see if this is suitable for a hammock. And there's a tree bark as well. Everything's numbered and marked nicely. I guess they did that while we were some kind of a bench here. Step ladder. Little sandy beach. Looks like a nice fucking ring. It's okay. 13's okay. I would camp here. The hammock site is set back. And the fire ring is down on the shore. But that's okay. There's the tenting, the camping area is really under the white pines back in the site, and there's sufficient trees, so it would work. Okay, let's see what the story is. Oh, cotton. Approaching the moment of truth. Takes time to set up camping, so you have to paddle to it. It's landing at 39. That's probably half an hour, not maybe an hour. Wind is actually behind me. I think it's from the southeast. Normally you're paddling into the wind here. As soon as I drop the hood, I get flies coming after me. The hood works well, keeps them off your neck, for the most part off your ears. I mean, when you're moving, anyway. Come around this point, we're going to be paddling into the wind because I think it's coming from the south. Turbulent.